Hello, I'm super excited to have you once again. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about a very important topic, which is how to develop growth mindset in your kids. How to do what? How to develop growth mindset in your kids. Growth mindset is extremely super important in the life of every child. The way you train your child, the way you teach them how to develop a growth mindset affects their overall life when they grow up. So you as a parent, you as a guardian, you as a teacher, you are obliged to help your kids know that they deserve to have a growth mindset. Now, growth mindset is teaching your children how to know that process over perfectionism is the key. Now, having kids is one thing, training them is another thing. It is another ballgame altogether to train your kids. And so you as a parent first need a growth mindset so you can train your kids to have a growth mindset. Now, I'll tell you a story. Some few years back, I was in the salon and then the little child was trying to do something and the baby just got angry. She just got angry and then she did hit herself on the floor. She was crying. And the lady beside me who came to make her hair, the thing I heard from her was, it's okay. It's okay to be angry. And I just looked at her like, what did you just say this child? It's okay to be angry, but your anger shouldn't get too long. I was wild, for real. I was wild. Like, it changed my mentality forever. And it just occurred to me like, oh, it's okay to negotiate with children. It's okay to listen to them. It's okay to allow them be, but it's okay to correct them after allowing them be. So from that day, I learned it that if a child does something, you just do not spank at the moment. You just don't hit them. You just don't scold them. You teach them, you correct them in the process. So when your child is acting up, when your child is not doing the right thing, when your child is not doing what he or she is supposed to do, you don't condemn them at that point. Because in their head, they're actually trying their best. So when you just scream and you're like, what are you doing? Are you okay? Don't you know you're supposed to do it like this? Is this how your mate is doing it? In the head of your child, he or she is like, but mommy, but daddy, I did my best. Do you get? In their head, they're like, I did my best. Sometimes you see some kids, they'll just start crying. Maybe if they don't cry at that moment, you see them go to their closet and they'll be crying. They'll be like, but this is what my friend did. How come I'm doing mine and then I'm not getting it? Children need you to talk to. Sometimes we push our kids away because we don't give them listening ears. And when your child comes to you first time to want to talk to you, you're not available. When they come the second time, the third time, you see that they just feel there's no need to talk to you. Something happened in school and then they just don't want to talk to you. They prefer to talk to their friends. That's how you see kids leaving the right people they're supposed to talk to and talking to their friends. And if they are now in a situation where they have the wrong friends, you see them doing things they are not meant to do. When I see kids do things outside, now I'll tell you another story of a boy that came to my office. In the midst of adults, he was just like, no. I know this thing. I know the plan that they want to do. I know this, I know that. And every other person was looking at this boy like, is he okay? Is he okay? I knew he was going to come back and meet me based on the line of job I was doing. And then I was waiting for him patiently. I think weeks back he came. And when he came, do you know what I told him? I said, you just embarrassed your parents. And the boy was shocked. Like, I could feel the goosebumps that was on him. I said, do you know you just embarrassed your parents? He said, no, it's not like that. That he was just trying to say that he knows. I said, no, it doesn't work like that. As a child, or as a teen, or as an adult, if you misbehave, they don't look at you as misbehave. They look at your entire generation. Don't mind me. They look at your parents that trained you. They look at the people you lived with or the people you live around with. So when your child misbehave outside, it is your fault. It's not the fault of the child. The child knows nothing. When the child comes to this world, he finds himself or herself around people that are older than him. Do you know that children might not even do what you tell them to do, but they will do what they see you doing? My little boy, if he sees anything that concerns me, he will bring it to me. If he sees what is for my sister, he would take it to her. Even his own sister, he would take his stab to her. And I kept wondering, how come they know this is? Children, when they are growing up, they learn by seeing. It's what you do that they will do. You are telling your child, don't throw this thing. Stop scattering the house. Don't throw anything. And then you are throwing things around. And when they do it, you want to scream at them. And in their heads, they are like, this conversation is always in their heads. In their head, they're like, but mommy threw the toy. And mommy said I should not throw the toy. Why? Is it that mommy doesn't like me? Is it that my brother doesn't like me? That's why me personally, I hardly beat. Now, when I'm with my kids, my boy and my girl and my big daughter, sometimes she'll do some kind of, maybe she'll hit her brother, while she's playing. And they'll be like, come on, you're so patient, Rebecca. If it's me, I'll just hit. My sister will always say, if it's me, I'll just hit. How come you're taking these things? I'll laugh and say, you being loud on the child does not make any difference. Because the child is still a child. In her head, she's wondering, why did you hit me? When you tell the child, stop it, what are you doing? This thing you're doing, you're not even telling the child, you're not telling the child the reason why it's wrong. Don't just say, stop that thing, don't go there, don't do this, don't do that. When you keep telling your children, don't go there, you are limiting them. Now, I'll tell my husband, in my house, there are some things that will be on the floor. He will arrange it there. And he'll be like, don't go there, don't go there. I say, please, it's better you take those things off that place and allow this child to have freedom. This child is growing. You're grooming this child in a way of don't, stop there, don't go there. These things are piling up little by little. They say drop of water make a mighty ocean. Little by little, these things are piling up in their head. You're telling them, don't go there, stop, don't do this, don't pick the knife. That is knife, don't touch it. My dear, why not take the knife and keep it somewhere they won't even have access to it? They pick that knife, they injure themselves, they are beating the child on top of it. You injure yourself. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? But why did you not keep it away from the child? When we do these things as parents, we tend to infuse in our children the wrong mindset. You would not directly do it, but with the actions you're taking, they are seeing you that these things you're doing, why are they telling me not to do it when they are doing it? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Now, most of this mindset, it's been piled up from the children's mind at childhood. Now, when they now grow up, they now start feeling limited, they now start feeling not good of themselves. Depends on the gravity of what you teach them while they are growing up. So instead of stopping your children, or instead of condemning them, Assuming now they go to school, they learn, and then they come back, they're trying to do something, and the child is like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Mommy, do it for me. Daddy, do it for me. You're like, no. Have you tried it? Yes, I've tried it. No, go and do it again. You can do it. Like my little girl, when she wants to do some kind of things, she'll just start shouting, I can't do it, I can't say. I'll tell her, no, you can do it. You can do it. Go and try it again. Fix the puzzle. You can. Go and do it. If you do it, I'll give you a high five. And so she goes back. By the time she said, yes, I can do it. I'll say, yes, you can do it. Do you understand? Always help them in the process. These are children, they are learning. Growth mindset helps them to see that life is doable. Those growth mindset that you teach them, it helps them to diversify in the life as they grow. They don't feel stuck. Now, I have a colleague where we got employed the same time, but she resigns. Guess why? The same job that we do, that I enjoyed doing, she felt frustrated by the job. Now, one day I called her and I was like, why are you not selling? She said that the girl at the front desk told her that she should avoid her. So when customers come, she'll just go and sit at the back office. So when they come, just because she met them in the store. So she'll be like, they said I shouldn't talk to them. So she was just doing her own thing. She wasn't selling. She wasn't doing anything. At a point, she felt so sick. Psychologically, if you get drained psychologically, that's the worst sickness ever. She felt drained, and then they had to advise her to quit the job. And when I called her, I was like, what happened? She said, that her health, this and that and that and that. I said, oh gosh, this obviously is not from it. We got employed at the same time, so I had a special love for her because we are like same set. When there's an issue, she will call me, and I'll be like, hey babe, how are you? I kept bringing out the her in her, but she resigns. I actually didn't know until when I heard it, and then she told me that yes, she resigned, that she couldn't cope anymore. I said, this job is not stressful. How come you are leaving? Most times when I make posts on self-esteem, I should be like, oh yes, I really need to hear this. I really need to hear this. These little things you do to children at their young age, it's key to everything in life. When you see children having low self-esteem, it's from their childhood. It's because they don't have a growth mindset. They have a fixed mindset. They feel they are not good enough. And how do you make a child feel the child is not good enough? When you keep condemning the child, get out. You don't do like your elder brother. Stop it. Can't you see the way your brother is doing? So the next time, they don't care. They don't even want to try, because even when I try, mommy will tell me it's my elder brother that does it well. Unconsciously, you are mentally derailing the child. Parents, guardians, siblings, please don't infuse negative energy on your children. It goes a long way to destroying their life, their entire destiny. Sometimes you do these things for fun and then you walk away, but it sticks in the head of the child forever and ever. When you make a child feel not good enough, the child is just stuck with that. It now starts going to every other area of their life. They want to get a job, they go for an interview, they fail, and they feel like, I know they will not take me. I know they will not take me. Do you understand? It's very critical to know how to impact a growth mindset in the life of your children. Help them know that they can solve it. They can do it themselves. Encourage their learning. The child is trying to learn how to write, how to do some things, and you're like, I taught you this thing. You're just a dummy. You're so dumb. And in the head of the child is like, oh, really? No wonder my auntie said I should sit at the back. I'm really dumb. My mommy just confirmed that I'm dumb. Or my uncle just confirmed that I'm dumb. They have this dialogue in their head. You know, like I said, the mind is the greatest asset that we have. The mind is so powerful. You can build the mind and you can destroy the mind. It comes like a bare land. It is what you plant in a bare land that you get. You can't plant mango and you're expecting to get cassava. You can't plant sugarcane in a farmland or in a bare land and you're expecting to get maize. It's not possible. If you want your child to make you proud, then you have to plant the seed that you want them to grow as children. It is very important to plant it as children. You know, the growth phase of every child is super important, is key. It's very key. Your kids need you as you need them. Now that you have the edge over them, you have the authority over them, don't misuse it. You see some children talking anyhow, talking back at people, they don't care. And then you as a parent, you sit there and you're like, that's my child. Your child is talking to an elderly person. The child is talking anyhow, like the child is insulting an elder, and you as a parent, you're like, and the child, the parent, the person deserves it. It deserves it. Really? I see. Wait, it will come back to you. You tell the child, stop it. What is wrong is wrong. What is wrong is wrong. He can never paint a wrong picture to be right. Never. If it is wrong, it is wrong. And you'll be the one that will reap it. The fruit of your labor, you will reap it. So if you don't train your kids well, if you don't train your children well, even your teens, you have to train them well. It's never too late to start correcting your children. Now I have a little boy I am coaching right now that almost committed suicide. Now, when I got talking to the parents, the father actually didn't open up, but I got to dig deep, and then he now told me that yes, he now told me everything that happened, and I started talking to the boy. He prefers to talk to me than to talk to the parents because he already feels that the parents, they don't care. He felt life wasn't worth it, and so he took what he took, and the guy got paralyzed for like months until, as God will have it, he got himself back. And when I dug deep, I realized that there was no love. They were not showing him love. Love is so important. Growth mindset, love, it's very important in the life of children. When you condemn children, they feel you don't love them. They really don't know the truth. They can't differentiate right from wrong. They don't know. So it's what you give in that you get out. And I know there are a lot of children who feel so unloved. I had one other client the other day who, she's even married now, but she still feels like less preferred. And when we got talking, when we got into our coaching, she had to open up that while she was growing up, her mom used to prefer her younger one. So she felt so unloved as a person. So she grew up with that mind. And it affected her in every other area of her life. You know, between siblings, it happens a lot. We automatically feel that the first child should understand that the other children needs to be needs to have special attention. And so you're actually scolding the first child, the first, second, the senior ones, you're scolding them. Stop it, stop it. You're supposed to take care of your sibling. Stop it. You're supposed to do this. Stop it. Are you okay? You're not, the younger one will misbehave, you beat the other one for it. Hello? So please, if you fall in this category, please stop it. Stop all the negative energy on your children. You're destroying their life. You can put them in the best school, doesn't matter. You put them in the best school, and yet you're destroying them psychologically. Do you understand? So, make sure your children use the word or teach them to use the word yes. I can't do it yet. When they tell you, I can't do it, Mommy, I can't do it, tell them, you can't do it. You can't do it yet, doesn't mean you can't do it. You can do it. Go and try again. Okay, try another pattern. Try another way. And you see that they will do it. And when they do it, celebrate them. Say, yeah, you did it. Good boy, good girl, you did it. Dear caregivers, parents, guardians, and all whatnot, teachers, please, please, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, please go back to your drawing board. They say children are the leaders of tomorrow. Some children are bitter. They are misbehaving today, taking drugs, committing suicide. The list is endless because of the little thing you did to them while they were growing up. Show some love. If you have a child that is stubborn, the child is stubborn, show some love. Love covereth all things. Show some love. Continue to show them love. On their own, they will come back to their senses. So, growth mindsets in the life of your kids is super important. Help them build resilience, help them overcome challenges, help them achieve their goals with the right growth mindset. So I love you all. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It helps my channel grow. So subscribe to my channel, share it to anyone who needs to hear this. My name is Rebecca Oyeme. I'm a mindset coach. I teach you how to overcome your limiting beliefs so that you can live your best life. You deserve the best. We are not giving up. We are not stopping. We deserve the best and we're going to achieve all our goals. The two things we need is overcome our mindset, focus on the result we want to, and then we will definitely achieve it. You are the best of yourself. Don't compare yourself with anyone. You are special. You are special. Special. It is only you. Look at this nose. It is only me that have it. Okay? So I love you until I see you in my next video. Bye. I love you. Bye.